G'day everyone, Chris here from B&B Off Road. Today I'm going to give you a rundown of our new Ducati Solo Highline Hinged Rack. Now there's a bit involved in this one, so I thought we'll take some time to show you how to install it and show you the features. You're going to get your top rack plate, large surface area. It's going to come in a shiny finish or a textured powder coat, black finish, and these are the high side mounting brackets. Now we've come up with a rear hinge mechanism so you can open up, and I'm going to start with that. This will come in the colour of the rack you choose, so it'll be either polished or a black version. This one, it's just mill finish, as you can see. We're going to begin with just sliding that under the rear hoop, like so. Now you got your side mounting brackets. We've also got these angle brackets, some rubber bumpers and quick release pins here. They will come in a packet. You'll have to assemble this when you receive them, but we do have, he's going to take the button head provided, a slipper washer on there, and we're going to spin that on like so. Nip it up. They're pre-threaded, so they're easy to install to the side brackets. This pin here, we're going to preset it to approximately 23mm. You will need to do some adjustments once it's on the bike, but this is a good starting height. And we're going to keep it finger tight because they are slightly slotted, because the bikes could vary from each one, and depending on the movement of the rack once it's installed, you need to adjust this. So I'm going to mount this into position to the side bracket. If you're mounting these up, just make sure you push it all down, because there is a little bit of slop on the holes, but you tend to push it all the way to the bottom and nip them up. Now these just mount to the rear subframe section here, using two stainless button head bolts. We do have washers on there. So I did tighten them up a bit tight then, but I actually forgot to mention, we will keep everything loose until the very end, because we do have to attach all the components, and then we'll gradually tighten them at the end. I'm just going to preset this other side. Now I've got them loosely installed, we can attach them to the rear hinge plate. Alright, so now we've got the hinge plate attached to the side brackets. If we nip them up, it's going to set the width so that the nut inserts in the side brackets will line up beautifully with the rack. Now if you've selected the hinge model, we do have two versions. These are an optional extra. You can purchase them at a later date. So if you chose not to purchase these now, the rack that you receive will have pre-countersunk holes that can mount directly to to the brackets. Hit these back up. Now we've got the top plate. Just rest that on there. The rear hinge mechanism will be pre-assembled, so you won't have to worry about that. The only thing that we will have in our instructions is you might have to, the nylock pivot point may need to be tensioned. It'll be a personal preference, how stiff you want it to hinge. Obviously, if you want it to stay up, you just nip it up a bit tighter. Now if you pop the seat, they'll now give you access to underneath to be able to nip these up. So we'll pop that on like so. Make sure it's properly fastened. And because they are loosely set, they will slide. They're basically going to position themselves. Now you might have to muck around a couple times just to get to the right height. You want it to be bottoming out on the rubbers. I can see this one's a little bit too low. But as far as how it's all working, pretty good in my opinion. So with a little bit of a height adjustment, so the rubbers contacting the bottom of the plate. This side, perfect. I can see about 1 mil of clearance under this left side here. So once you've mucked around and you've got your height set, I've got ours in place. I'm just going to double check just for reference here. So on there is at 23, spot on. This one's actually at 23.8. So you're going to get that little bit of variance. So muck around, get the right fit. Make sure you press it down. Make sure you do push it down firm, especially when you've got a load on, that they clip in properly. You haven't got that bounce, so it's nice and firm. You can hear them click. Once you're happy, chuck our seat back on. Now, you've got plenty of space there, perfect. Put your tool roll in there, roll up some wet weather gear. You might squash a bottle of water, chuck it in there, and yeah, good little setup we've got going on here. Now we do recommend, once you've got all your the catches in place, put a little bit of Loctite on the nuts, on the catch pins, because you don't want them coming loose and giving you grief. Last but not least, can't forget the side handles. Now I'm not going to show you how to mount them on today, pretty straightforward. You'll receive some button head bolts, some nuts on the inside here. We'll pop these out. They're already pre-threaded, so it'll just pick up that mounting plate on the inside there. Everything's sold separately, so bundle them together or buy them as required. There you have it. That's our high side solo rack from B&B Off Road. We have a range of other products available. Check out all the info on our socials and online store. Thanks very much for watching.